over the weekend, while we were missing basketball, some news surfaced in regards to the final first-round draft choice for the Lakers that was part of the Anthony Davis trade, and how the Pelicans told the Lakers, we'll take it next year. So the Lakers had a 17th overall pick, Chris, that maybe a lot of folks didn't think they would have, that they're going to have at their disposal. Do you think that could be possibly used on Bronny James? What do you think?
No, I do not. I'm trying. I want to say this without degrading Bronny James, because the kid went through a lot last year. I mean,
Yes.
How many guys can overcome a cardiac incident to come back and play major college basketball? And I went to about a half a dozen of those USC games, Rich. And I think there's real potential in Bronny, especially defensively. He's got kind of that Davion Mitchell type of style where he can be a 6'1", 6'2" defensive menace. But right now, he is not a first-round pick. You are not going to find an NBA executive that will tell you that spending a first-round pick on him is a good idea. Now, a second-round pick is a different story altogether because, look, let's be real. The vast majority of second-round picks do not pan out. A lot of them are overseas players that, in some cases, never come and play in the NBA. So if you are drafting in the middle of the second round, I think it's worth taking a flyer on Bronny James because, again, I do think he has defensive potential. And if you can turn him into a point guard, which he's not now, but if you can turn him into a point guard, I think there's the possibility he could have a pretty productive NBA career. But as far as first-round picks go, no, I don't think he will be taken in the first round. I think the Lakers are more likely to use that first-round pick as part of a package to get another player, whether it's Trae Young in Atlanta, DeJounte Murray in Atlanta, somebody else that might be out there. I think that's the Lakers' priority right now, getting veteran, established talent to try to maximize the last couple of years of LeBron James.
So using that pick to get a bona fide veteran star player would be a better way to make sure LeBron signs that contract that's going to be sitting right there in front of him. I imagine extension for him to officially stay put as a Laker the rest of his playing days, more than drafting his son, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I believe so. Look, LeBron has kind of backtracked some on the I want to play with Bronny before the end of my career. He's basically said I want to play on the same floor with him in some subsequent interviews. So that's kind of, cleared the path for them. And look, I also think there's a pretty good possibility that Bronny is sitting there when the Lakers draft in the second round with, I believe, the 55th pick in that. So you can get the best of both worlds in these situations. You can use those first round draft picks, some of the movable contracts that they have to get the veteran player that can play right away. And you also have the ability to use a second round pick to get Bronny James and potentially, satisfy LeBron's desire to play with his son. So I don't think it's an either or, Rich, for the Lakers when it comes to drafting Bronny James.
Okay. And so last one for you on this front of the hoops front is that is the next coach of the Los Angeles Lakers going to be in Boston with a headset on Thursday night? Do you think, Chris?
Every indication that I have gotten, both from people around the Lakers and people that have frankly interviewed for that job, is that it's JJ Redick's job to lose. And look, there's a reason why not hiring JJ Redick right now is helpful to Redick. I don't know how it would work if he's the head coach of the Lakers working as a broadcaster during the NBA Finals. I reported this last week that, some of the coaches that the Lakers have brought in for interviews, some of the coaches it's been discussed about them joining a staff that is run by JJ Redick. Because if the Lakers hire JJ, they're going to need to have an experienced staff around him. They're going to need at least one, probably two former head coaches working with him to kind of show him the ropes of being an NBA head coach. So, yeah, I think JJ Redick right now is, I guess I call him an overwhelming favorite to land that Lakers job with a strong staff around him.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.